What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to ask a very serious question in relation to the Chicago Bulls team. And the question is, will Kawamura have a genuine opportunity to play for the Chicago Bulls main team? By the main team, I mean starting or coming off the bench for the Chicago Bulls. Not the Windy City Bulls, not any other team that could he potentially play for. It's for the Chicago Bulls main team. We all know he recently signed a two-way contract spot, which allows him to play in the NBA, but mainly play in the G League. With that being said, if an opportunity arises, will it actually happen, or will politics and maybe even other factors come into it where he won't really get his chance for the Bulls and he's kind of here for popularity? Everybody likes him, everybody wants him to play, but he may never really get that look in. Before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know what you guys think about Kawamura and the likelihood that he could get a chance to play for the Chicago Bulls team. So we'll start off with the obvious thing. A two-way contract spot means he can play for the Bulls in a limited capacity. A limited capacity. So basically, let's just say, hypothetically, he walks in to the G League team, the Windy City Bulls. He balls out. He plays super well. He's too good for the G League, and everybody can see that. All right, the Bulls will have a decision to make. Will they call him up, give him those limited game times, send him back down, or will they be able to switch things up, give him a main contract, maybe demote somebody else to that two-way contract spot, get rid of someone from the roster, and to bring him in and to make him become that mainstay player? That's a very genuine question to ask. It's a question no one knows the answer to until we see it firsthand. But the fact that he's on a two-way contract spot means already from the get-go, if he does get those game times that we want him to get, they are going to be limited. And we need to be aware of that. Unless the Bulls change that, and it's up to them. What is he good at? Gifted playmaker. Reminds me a little bit of the early 2000s, 2010 era of basketball, where it was filled with just insanely good playmakers. Yeah, sure, this league today has some very good playmakers in their own right, but it's kind of crazy because this league has developed into anybody can play make. We're seeing Nikola Jokic be the best playmaker in the world right now. That's insane. Luka Doncic can play make, but I feel like no one can truly break down the game like the way Rondo could, or I really think of Rondo as to me as that, even a Chris Paul, a Magic Johnson from the early days. Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like many players in today's day could do those sort of things at that level at that time specifically. So when I think of Kawamura, I do think of those earlier times where he can really orchestrate and break down a defense, but he's also a little bit flashy with it as well, which brings to the modern day basketball, because playmakers tend to like that flashy outlet, the no looks, the behind the back passes, the nutmegs, and all those sort of things. So a little bit of a balance there, but he's a very gifted playmaker. He's a viable three-point option, so if you give him the ball from the three-point line, he'll be able to knock down the shot, and he plays with his heart on his sleeve every single night. He's a limited defender. We know that. I'm not going to go into situations where it's impossible to kind of improve defensively because of the height issue, but again, he's going to try, and he's going to play with heart. And you know what? I would rather someone that plays with their heart, knowing they're probably not the best defender in the world and that they'll have limitations, some of them he can't control, than someone that is super talented defensively but will not give their all on that end. I'd rather the trier, because the trier for me, in my opinion, will get more stops than someone that's not going to give it their all and maybe just let someone waltz into the paint willy-nilly. You know what I mean? So at least I can understand and respect the trier's point of view. But there's a lot that goes into playing for the Chicago Bulls. And I just hope, more than anything, there's an opportunity for him. Because I can't guarantee anything for sure. But what I want this Bulls team to do is to think, you know what? This guy has come to the G League, balled out. He needs the opportunity. Because the worst thing in the world is to have politics come into this. I'll give you an example. I've heard people say this, and it really grinds my gears, that Patrick Williams should be starting for the Chicago Bulls because he makes $18 million per season. To me, that's politics. That is not a genuine reason to start Patrick Williams. If you want to start Patrick Williams, you need to give me reasons like he is the best suited player for that position. You need to give me, oh, he's a good two-way player, so he'll work in the team. Or he's a 40% three-point shooter at one time, so he'll be able to make the team an impact in that way. Don't give me, oh, he makes $18 million per season. He must be good. Let's start him in. That's politics. That's politics. Realistically, if you're not good enough to start, I don't care how much money you're making, you should not be starting. It's as simple as that. Now, I'm not saying Patrick Williams isn't good enough to start, but that reason is a politic answer. It's a politic answer. It's as simple as that. And I don't like politic answers, and I don't want politics to play a factor in how this Bulls team is orchestrated. I know there's going to be politics in everything, even in sports. But I hope Kawamura will get the opportunity to play. I don't want situations where it's like, well, Jevon Carter's on a main contract, so he should be getting more time than Kawamura, for example. That could be another politic answer. Oh, because Jevon Carter's on a two-way contract, even though he's not better than Kawamura, he should be playing. No, that to me is a politic answer. And I'd rather not have that in this organization right now. I think it should be, if he plays well, he gets the chance. And if he plays well when he gets the chance, you switch him from the two-way contract spot to a main contract spot. You let someone else go into the G League or a two-way contract spot, or you just waive them. It is what it is. But if Kawamura shows he's good enough to play in this main team, then he needs to play in this main team. It's as simple as that. But of course, there'll be competition, and I think rightful competition ahead of him, because we have a lot of guards. And not only that, we have a lot of combo guards. So Josh Giddey's going to be our starting point guard. 9 times out of 10, very positive. Even now, we're going to keep him around. He's going to start in the point guard spot for the Chicago Bulls. Rightful, deserved, showed it last season. Kobe White, yes, he'll be shooting guard for the Bulls, but Kobe White is a combo guard. He has played more point guard than shooting guard in his career. I'll just let that sink in for you, ladies and gentlemen. He's played more point guard than shooting guard, and if the time needs for him, he will take over the point guard position. He will be able to play, make, facilitate, and of course, score, which is what he's good at. And in either position, he'll be good. He'll be able to score the ball. So that's a combo guard. Trey Jones as a backup point guard. I think that'll be a very tough position to take away from him. And I'll tell you why. The Bulls were impressed with him last season. When they traded for him, instantly we saw reports that he was liked by the organization. They were very happy with him. So we re-signed him for a reason. And that's because the Bulls saw value in him. And that's going to be hard to take away from him. And he's deserved it. He's deserved to play. He played phenomenal stuff. When he was the starting point guard for this Bulls team, he played very well. When he was in the bench option for this Bulls team, he played very well. He's also a two-way player. He's going to give it his all on that end. I like Trey Jones. And to be honest, I want that battle between the two because I really feel like the best place for the Bulls is competition for places. I think Trey Jones and Kawamura can have a great battle in that point guard position. And then we can't forget about Ayo Dosunmu. Combo guard. Guy's literally played every position for us except for center. He's played point, he's played shooting guard, he's played small forward, and a little bit of power forward in exceptional circumstances, but still he's done it. Guy has played in a multi-guard system for so long. So if need be, he could come in and be a playmaker. He could come in and fill in that point guard position. But he's also the guy that could do a catch and shoot from the three-point line if he needs to as well. To me, he is a personification of Mr. Consistent, Mr. Reliable, and a combo guard. So there's too many guards, in my opinion, right now to say he walks right in to the Chicago Bulls main team. And that's why the Bulls have him on a two-way contract. But if the time comes, if he balls out, all I can pray for, he gets the opportunity. That's all I want. I hope he gets it. I hope he shows it. And I hope the Bulls will give it to him. Simple as that. And let him prove it. If he can't prove it, we have enough guards in our position already to be able to handle it. If he can prove it, I think he's a specialty player. And that specialty could be a very welcome addition. Anyway, do you agree? Do you disagree? Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.